Okay, next up, Bea. Where are you, Bea? Always welcome on stage.
You know that I'm the black sheep here.
I know. The black sheep.
So, thumbs up.
Ciao.
Ciao. So here we are, and this time I'm going to talk about you. And I'm going to talk to you about how I spent 12 months in the Burgh when I was attending an internship in architecture, and most important, what I learned from Pittsburgh and of Pittsburgh in terms of art, people, places, and the community. Some of you may already know me because I'm pretty much everywhere all the time. You can see me in a 4-season version here in Pittsburgh, but I was born in Milan there with my puppy. And in Milan I left a lot of crazy friends, and actually that was like our graduation ceremony, and those are roads, you know. So when I came to Pittsburgh in 2012, it wasn't the first time, and I already knew something about the city. I knew it was a cool place trying to re-emerge from the steel industry crisis, and I read a very good book, The Paris of Appalachian, to get ready. Nevertheless, when I left Milan, my city, I cried all the flight. The hostesses were really worried. And I was scared to miss my city, my family, my friends, but in particular Milan, which is density. Maybe it's just a bit too great to be put in the Italian must see, but I love it. I mean, it's my city. And to stay connected with my Milanese life, I started a blog which was called Milano-Pittsburgh. It won't be the Marco Polo trip, but I'll do my best for you. My friends were fed up with the weekly posts, enthusiastic about Pittsburgh, but actually that blog helped me a lot, also in preparing this Pechaccia night. And I'm going to present you the hints for each month. For example, in April, I love it to go to the north side and discovering the Mexican War streets and the mattress factory. And I also discovered this project. Actually, the Google Maps agreed to send the Google car during a parade in Samsonia Way. So this is a Google Street View of Samsonia Way there. In May, I really regretted that I studied in Italy instead of at CMU. I studied architecture in Milan, but studying at CMU would have been great anyway. I love that campus and the spaces for the students. And I think that the buildings there are very inspirational, very different, but very inspirational. In June, I love it to discover Lawrenceville, actually. I think it's a very interesting and creative neighborhood. It's a blast for creativity and startups. And actually you can also develop your own ideas there in one of the cafes along Butler Street. It's really, again, very inspirational. In July, though, I was very less excited about learning about the Marcellus shale problems. And I saw the documentary Gasland, which was very impressive to me. Now, I'm not an activist, but I just would like to invite everybody to get to know the risks of that kind of project. In August, anyway, I was very happy to see the Batman every Pittsburgher was waiting. And at that point, I had enough knowledge of the city to keep pointing out all the buildings pictured in the movie. I risked to be thrown out of the theater, but I was very proud. In September, I did something I've never done before, and I attended the Great Race. I'm here, blonde, but that's another story. I still don't know if I hate more running or biking, but I keep fostering both, because that is the best way to discover Pittsburgh as well. Then, in October, I was blessed with a great win. Really, I've never won nothing in Italy, nothing. Not even when my daddy was trying to let me win as a kid, no way. I'm really the biggest loser in terms of games and costumes. But I did win the Young Architect Studio competition for year 2012. I thought to propose something for the Fort Wayne Bridge, and for Pittsburgh, to create something special. Pittsburgh has a great music tradition, and I thought to transform the Fort Wayne Bridge from the David Lawrence Center in a musical bridge where people or nature could make music and noises from instruments hanging everywhere. And suddenly it was November, with Thanksgiving new for me, But also I had again the chance to see Vanessa German performing. She's a great artist, very talented, pluri-talented, and she's also involved in the project in Homewood, Love the Front Porch, which is very nice for kids. And again, another project for kids was the COL, Center of Life in Hazelwood. Actually, this is a concert I attended in December with kids studying there from 5 to 19 performing like masters, something amazing. I've never heard about something like that. In January I had to deal with the snow. Yeah, I know. Anyway, I wish I were her, but I'm not. I'm single all the time. Anyway, Frick Park is a great park to go there all over the year, but with the snow it's particularly nice. And in case of snow, it is very nice also to go to the Carnegie Museum of Art, which is a great idea, always. In February, the Heinz Architectural Center was having his 20 years anniversary, and they organized the cake-ecture. Actually, that's a cake into downtown shape. And all the cakes were edible and were great. In March, I spent a lot of time in Lawrenceville at the Café 720 to develop my second projection night, Italy 101, How to Survive Italians, which was quite fun. I mean, I talked about the goods and the bads of Italy. I didn't talk about Berlusconi because that would require a projection night on its own, but I mean 20 presentations. April 2013 was basically spent in making new friends and refining my knowledge of the city slower. And these kids were in Lawrenceville, they were just playing in a parking lot, and to me they're really the symbol of Pittsburgh. I mean, they're the enthusiasm of staying together, playing and having fun, even with, very simple things. So, I know, I mean, this is just a little percentage of what I did in Pittsburgh for 1 year, but I just want to say that this little city or big village is an amazing place to be. So everybody should be proud to be in Pittsburgh, or even more to be a Pittsburgher. So